It made for an extraordinary and probably terrifying drive to work this morning. That's if you were lucky enough not to be in the direct path of those flames. This was along one of the freeways. But let me show you where the four major fires are. The one burning through Bel Air is called the Skirball Fire. It's not only destroyed several multi-million-dollar mansions, it's cleared out entire neighborhoods as well. It also had a crippling effect on LA traffic, which is usually already bad to begin with. To the north, there are two other fires burning, but the biggest and most destructive one is about 100 kilometers to the west, the Thomas Fire in California's Ventura County. It's more than 260 square kilometers big and completely uncontained on all sides. But much of the attention today is focused on that fire in Bel Air, and that's where Briar Stewart begins her story.
This is a lot of expensive homes over here.
During the early morning LA commute, flames erupted over the foothills, tearing down the slopes towards one of America's busiest freeways.
Whoa, I can feel the heat.
Emergency officials shut down a stretch of Interstate 405 for hours. On the ridges above, multi-million-dollar homes in the posh Bel Air neighborhood stood in the fire's path. At least 4 burned down. Terrifying, but not the most destructive fire now burning up Southern California.
It was surreal. I was watching them and they were filming my bedroom on fire, and then the whole thing just collapsed.
At least 150 homes have already burned and thousands more are threatened by the 4 major fires burning near Los Angeles. As the fires spread, so too do the evacuations. A few 100,000 people have been ordered to leave.
Grab your family members, grab a couple things that you need, and get out now.
Because crews warn the worst may not be over. Firefighters are stretched thin. They're overwhelmed by the fierce wind, left exhausted by fires growing too quickly to contain.
My firefighters have been working since Sunday, so our people are getting tired.
And in neighborhoods that aren't directly threatened by the flames, heavy smoke and ash fill the air. More than 50 schools in the LA area were closed today.
Watched all the fires last night. It was pretty bad, but this is it's kind of like nuclear winter, I guess.
These December wildfires are just the latest in what's been one of California's worst fire seasons ever. While it's common to have strong winds at this time of year, what is unusual is just how parched the terrain is. That's why these fires are so destructive and why so many are on edge as they continue to burn. Briar Stewart, CBC News, Vancouver.
Now, it may be weeks or even months before we know the full cost of these fires, but already California's insurance board is dealing with billions of dollars in claims from the wildfires in Northern California back in October. We're talking more than $9 billion that cover 21,000 homes and 2,800 businesses. The October fires are now considered the most deadly and most destructive in California's history. 14 people died.